you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Utes, long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Turay. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. You know, you open a game like that and it sends a message. You might want to take him away, but you're not going to.
You ain't going to. My guy is better than yours. And guess what? I know you know he's good, but we're still going to throw him the football no matter what you do. This offense is confident in his ability, and this is why. He makes big plays and starts the game off with a big play.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the...
Turning it on! Picks up the first down, still moving. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Look out, he's got room. Inside the 25. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there. That time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it out. It's Gilbert. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. On the run, it's Nielsen. On the move to the 30. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they got it at the 33.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the 1st down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Quickly to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. The give to the lone running back. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Applewhite. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keep it on the ground. At the 45, on its way. Oh, look out on the right. The 10, touchdown, Ole Miss. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Gilbert. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Utes will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. To short hands, it's Kelly. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a 1st down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
A designed run for the quarterback. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Rebels are on the move. Creates a little room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
Utah, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Gilbert. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's the handoff. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We'll play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Beckett. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long. Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Michigan State made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road win. And a victory like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Spartans. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the Utes want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam wide open. He's at the... and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utah!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Beckett. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats for the football. They've got their hands full.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Makes the grab. It's Teray. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
And the Rebels have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Going for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Kelly. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. Rides the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
And the Rebels will try to punch it in on first and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick release on the RPO. Turning it on. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. San Jose State was able to come away with a hard-fought victory there in the capital of Silicon Valley. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Can't get him to the ground.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Rolling right and going deep. It's caught. Lots of running room. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Utes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. He now has 84 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. They're looking to throw on second and short. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Skips away from pressure. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. The Utes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. From the gun, they'll try the middle. There he goes. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Gilbert. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to get rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Got his man on the outside. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking for room. It's Hatchett. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38, and it'll be first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback keeper. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. Well, you can't block a kick without being aggressive, but you can't be overly aggressive. The roughing the kicker penalty looks costly. Offense in great field position. Catch in the middle. It's Nielsen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Utes are in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll line up to go for 2. They'll run it. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Motion from the back. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Teray. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They pick it off, and this defense a much-needed play. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They'll run it. It's Robinson. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quick handoff. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Utes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UNLV proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Rebels team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Motion from the wideout. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. It's Teray. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front, and good job being physical by that D-line, too.
He'll field the punt. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Power football with the run.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They're testing the right side here. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field, and you see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Takes the handoff. It's Hatchett. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Touchdown, Utah! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked him apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns, also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down, nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Kelly. And they swarm him under.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Grab near the sticks. It's Teray. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Rebels are marching down the field. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Toure. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Fakes to grab. Runs through the tackle. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Looking to fire. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gilbert. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both
makes the grab at the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Using his feet. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Pulls it in. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Utes want to move quickly.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the 2 of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
The Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gonna look downfield again. Fires on the move. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Look looking for more room. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown. Ole Miss. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. And the Utes with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on.
Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Utes. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And this is one of those where you go, oof, you start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead, plus 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Turning it on. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Utes in the hurry up. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Slams it ahead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Utah! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Teray. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Out of the gun to give to the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Teray. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Rebels inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Teray. There he goes. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. He wants to throw it. Lets it fly. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Second down, he'll throw it. Steps away. He's got it. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.